For 100 years, Swan Bros Dairy has been providing fresh milk to the local community. And today, I'm very lucky to visit Claremore, Oklahoma, and get the inside scoop to see what makes this thriving member of the local economic ecosystem so special. This is Jason. His great-grandfather founded this dairy 100 years ago in 1923 with just one milking cow. Years later, Jason's grandfather, Harley Swan Jr., bought the farm, renamed it Swan Bros Dairy, and was integral in growing the farm into what it is today. This is a story about values that span generations. It is a testament to the resilience that this family has poured into their work. Harley Jr. has since passed, but his legacy lives on in the hearts of the community, the business, and family members like Jason who continue to bring passion to the work that they do. It all starts at 4 a.m. sharp each day. Jason starts by heading out to the pasture to round up their 60 milking cows. Jason says this is a process that the cows look forward to because it relieves the pressure that's built up in their udders. Once he's got the cattle up at the milking parlor, he'll begin to prep the parlor for milking. Even though the system was thoroughly cleaned after the last milking yesterday afternoon, Jason will still run a chlorine sanitizer through the entire milking system to ensure everything is sanitary before he begins. Then he gets their feed ready to go. They use a protein feed with no added hormones or antibiotics. This helps the cattle enjoy the process while increasing milk production.
Yeah, the only time our cows get feed is whenever they're in the milking parlor here. The rest of the time they're on pasture eating either grass or hay. We don't spray our pastures with pesticides or herbicides or anything like that.
Jason also gives a feed to their calves and dry cows with no added hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. Do you drink raw milk?
I've actually never drank pasteurized milk. I've tried ours. It's fine, but I like raw milk a lot better.
Do you care to touch on some risks?
If you're buying raw milk, I would highly recommend to be able to know where it's coming from and see the operation. That's why we have our picture windows so you can see the cow being milked and you can see every part of our operation so you know it's clean. That would be my one recommendation if you're going to buy raw milk, just to be sure you know where you're getting it from.
Do you have an understanding of any of the health benefits?
If you talk to a doctor, some doctors say, oh, that's the best thing for you, and then some say, you're going to die. Stop drinking it. So people are really, really passionate about it on both sides. So I have my beliefs, but I want to try to tell everyone else what to do. You know?
Have you faced any personal challenges being a dairy farmer?
If you have any animals, you can take the best care possible of them, and eventually something could happen. And it could be an accident, where we've had one that fell through ice on a pond. We were out there every day busting up ice to make sure it wouldn't happen, and it still happens. If I took everything like that really to heart, I couldn't do it. So
this is kind of just like a beautiful scenery we're looking upon while you answer these deep questions.
Oh, some mornings even better. There's a little bit of fog out there. Those are the prettiest mornings. One of the people that work here would call those calendar picture mornings. Whenever you see the cows out there, and it looks so much prettier whenever it's green. We still have a little bit of green, but well, there's some mornings out here I stop and look for a minute.
Yeah, it's like Bob Ross.
Exactly.
Can you think of any big successes?
Well, our biggest success has been being able to do pasteurized milk, because we can sell pasteurized milk for it to be resold in the state of Oklahoma. So we were able to reach a much wider customer base. We do almost 1,000 gallons in pasteurized milk that we sell to anywhere from here to Oklahoma City. There's places that carry it to resell it, and we also have a few restaurants that use it to cook with. We wouldn't be able to survive, I don't think, on raw milk alone at this time. But we can resell the pasteurized milk, and a lot of people like that. So that's been the biggest success by far.
Jason milks 12 cows at a time, which produces around 30 gallons. Just a small fraction of the nearly 2,500 gallons that Swan Bros will produce on their farm each week. Jason begins by testing each teat. If the color and consistency look good, he will continue on, applying an iodine mixture to each teat, a common industry practice that reduces the chances of mastitis occurring. He then attaches the milking claw to each teat of each cow, and the milking begins. That's some raw milk right there.
The one on the left, he's giving about 12 gallons a day. Wow. The one on the right is about 10 gallons a day. Those are about my two biggest producers.
No way. The milk heads from the claw to their main bulk tank, which holds up to 1,100 gallons.
Once the milk got out of the cow, it came from the claw into here and went into the receiving jar. And then whenever this got a certain amount full, it got pumped all the way through here. There's a filter in here. After that, it went through here to this line and then down into the milk tank. And the milk will be cooled to about 40 degrees. The reason why we want to get it cooled so quickly is that prevents bacteria from going over. So the quicker we can get it cooled, the less bacteria will over.
After the milking is complete, Jason cleans the milking station and sanitizes all components of the system with their 3-cycle sanitation process. First hot water, then a chlorinated cleaning cycle, and finally an acid rinse cycle, which will prevent the buildup of calcium deposits in the piping. And this is Jordan. Jordan has 5 years of experience working at the dairy. He'll be showing us around the rest of the way. At 8 a.m., Jordan and his co-workers arrive to begin the process. As always, it starts with a thorough sanitation. Jordan says Swan Bros prides themselves in going above and beyond regarding sanitation practices to ensure their product is as safe as possible for their customers.
We do everything extremely thoroughly for whatever product we're doing. We do a lot of things that are actually more than necessary at times, like running that hot water through just a second ago. That's not really necessary, but it's just something that we do because we feel better about it. So there's a lot of things that we do that are, in a sense, are kind of over the top just to make sure that we're making everything safe and clean for everyone who's using our products.
Today is Saturday, which means they are making one of Swan Bros' most beloved products, chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is one of Swan Bros' pasteurized, non-homogenized dairy products. To pasteurize the milk, Jordan will pump the morning's raw milk from the holding tank to their vet pasteurizer, a large heating tank capable of pasteurizing 400 gallons of milk at a time.
We have 105 gallons in here right now that we're getting ready to pasteurize and add chocolate to it later on.
At the flip of a switch, the pasteurization process begins.
This is our control switch for the boiler. This is our control switch for the water pump and agitator motor in here. I just find it that way. And once the milk reaches the desired temperature, it'll maintain for 30 minutes. And then that's the pasteurization process. And then once it's done maintaining, we'll drop the temperature down. We'll run cold water through here just like we did the hot. That'll cool it all down.
Why do you add the chocolate in while the temperature is rising?
So I like to let it get a little bit warmer before I add in the chocolate, just because I feel like it helps it mix better because the chocolate powder has a lot of sugar in it. So I feel like if it's warmer, it'll mix in more evenly, get that smooth taste that everyone's familiar with. So.
Do you create a better chocolate milk product than your coworkers?
Neither here nor there. Diane may also, but I think I'm the only one who stirs it. So normally, if you wait till it's warm and you add it in, it will mix on its own. I just feel like it gets a little bit better if I stir it a little bit more.
Well, you're giving it some extra love.
Exactly. It's just pouring your heart into it.
The chocolate milk is getting up to temp. This may be my only opportunity to pull Jordan aside and put him through the ringer with some tough questions. Why is milk pasteurized in the first place?
From what I've heard and researched into, it basically started in the Industrial Revolution, and a lot of people were keeping cows in small, unsanitary conditions. And when the cows are not kept well and kept healthy, like in a pasture out here, they're going to have health issues that will show up in the milk. During that time, they started pasteurizing it, and that became the norm. You could keep them in horrible conditions and pasteurize the milk, and everything was fine. But what people didn't realize during that time was that it was taking away from us, health-wise, what raw milk really can do when the cows are kept in good conditions.
Do you feel like you've had an impact on the community?
I believe that Swan Dairy has had a massive impact on the community. And if I walk into Walmart now, just working in the store sometimes like I do, walking around the store, I get recognized by people a lot and talk to people a lot because so much of Claremore is involved in the dairy. A lot of people do most of their grocery shopping here even just because they're able to support a local business and they want to.
That's awesome. Okay, back to work. They'll go ahead and bottle the raw milk from this morning, 200 gallons in total. Once the milk is bottled, it'll move into the walk-in refrigerator and is now ready for sale. Swan Bros produces a variety of products, including raw milk, raw cream, and pasteurized milk, cheeses like mozzarella and raw-aged cheddar, along with different cuts of grass-fed beef from ground patties to fillets. They also partner with many businesses and farms throughout the local community to offer products such as poultry, pork, honey, sauces, rubs, seasonings, baked goods, coffee, salsa, and much more. Each customer I spoke with had nothing but positive things to say about Swan Bros.
My name is Jimmy Walker, and I've been coming to Swan Brothers for 25 years.
That's awesome. What's your favorite part about Swan Bros?
The best milk that I've ever tasted in my whole life. It's always extremely cold and delicious. And the people here are always friendly and welcoming me.
How long have you been coming to Swan Bros?
First time to actually come. I've had their stuff for the last probably 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what do you love about Swan Bros?
I've had the cheese and of course the fresh milk and all the yummy desserts.
Nice.
I've been coming here for off and on for about the past 15 years. Anytime we're in or around the area, we'll stop by. We always come, we used to come all the time for milk, but we came today for the cheese.
Awesome.
First reactions, taste test here.
Swan Bros Dairy Chocolate Milk. They're forcing me to try it. On the house.
Guilty as charged. Oh, big drink. Okay, chug, 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 chug.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Swan Bros Chocolate Milk.